This is the Hamish and Andy Show podcast.
3, 2, 1.
So I'm waxing down me board this arvo, and I realise I haven't even thought about
Fleet Week.
Chickens, I've been knitting doilies all bloody day. It's high time I catch up on.
It'd be Fleet Week. Part.
Well, everyone's agreed to drop everything because it's 3 o'clock. And Hamish and Andy have declared today's topic is...
Ocean themed.
Oh, I know, but we're not pirates.
This is Hamish and Andy's Happy Hour.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hamish and Andy with you. Sorry, I thought you just put a Tic Tac in your mouth and washed it down with a coffee, but
No, it was a vitamin.
Okay.
It was a vitamin because why, Endo?
Yeah, why?
Today's such a huge show.
I mean,
I don't feel like I can do it drug-free. You've caught me with a multivitamin.
They say Tic Tacs, you can either swirl them around your mouth or you can crunch them. No one
I'll
said
take it with
just-
a coffee.
Just swallow them down whole like a pill.
I'm a gulper. I gulp them down.
Hey,
Huge show.
It is Fleet Week, everyone. The first fleet. Come Wednesday, we'll be in Rockhampton at a pub where we're invited the people that we're compiling our first fleet from to meet us there at the pub before we head across to the People's Island, an island we purchased.
We want the pub show to be very much like we're down on the docks.
Yes.
We've got the few bales of wool.
Yeah.
Oh, old Mrs. McGibbons has come down. She hasn't left the house in 10 years.
Yeah, but she wanted to bid us farewell. She's shaking a handkerchief.
What an exciting journey.
Or a neckerchief.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. McGibbons. Take this picture of my daughter. Not necessary, I'm married, but I'll give it to Andy. It's actually my son. Oh, well, Mrs. McGibbons, you have lost your marbles, but it's nice of you to have come down.
So that's exactly how we want the Rockhampton show to feel like.
That's the feel for Thursday's, Wednesday show.
But before all that,
No, I've got some very important business to take up with you, Ando.
Yeah.
People might have been listening on Friday when I gave Andy a sales mission. I run a company that sells Tim and Maddox autographs.
Yes.
It's a
As
very
done by you.
successful business, and it connects fans of Tim and Maddox autograph with his autograph.
Yeah.
That's our mission statement. I gave you, Ando, did I give you 10?
Yeah, 10.
I gave you 10 precious pieces of merchandise to take to the races on the weekend to sell to celebrities.
Spring Racing Carnival
At the
edition.
huge inflated festival price of $20.
Yep.
Now, I want a sales report. And please come in.
I'm in.
Have a seat. Welcome to the boss's office.
Thanks, nice to be here.
I am your boss in this capacity because I run Autographomatic Enterprises. What do? We sell Tim and Maddox autographs. Who do we sell them to? Everyone, because everyone would want one. How do we sell them?
Normally online.
Yes, normally online. But how do we have access to the autograph? Because the founder of the company has a gift, and he is able to do Tim and Maddox autograph.
And he's not Dimmatic.
We don't know who he is. Or isn't.
Yeah.
But what we do know is that it's a perfect autograph.
Yeah.
It is Tim and Maddox autograph. Doesn't matter whose hand was holding what pen. It's a wonderful business, and a lot of people have been buying them at hamishandy.com. I think they're still $7.99 at the moment for the Christmas edition.
Yep.
Christmas edition, get it in red with a green dot, get it in green with a red dot.
Yep.
Not up to you, up to me. But you certainly will get one of those two options.
Yes. You also launched a Spring Racing Carnival edition.
I did.
Yeah.
Now,
Because he played on the weekend.
That's true.
In Melbourne.
And I sort of thought there's going to be a lot of Tim and Maddox fans milling about. Silly to miss this opportunity. You're going to be at the races. This is on Friday, I said.
Yep.
I'll see if I can talk to our suppliers and see if I can get to you in time 10 special racing editions with his autograph and an upside-down horseshoe.
As done by you.
As done.
Yeah.
Just done. Just completed.
As completed, yeah.
As completed by the doer of the autograph.
Yes.
You took them along to the races.
Yep.
You had specific instructions to give them to celebrities.
Yep.
Where's your sales report? Where's my $200?
Sold out. There's the good news.
So you got $200.
Sold out.
I did tell you $20 a piece festival pricing.
Yes, I sold out. I had to negotiate on price a couple of times.
Who with?
Chris Smith, the Myer ambassador.
He's doing it right for himself, isn't he?
Yeah, he teamed up with Billy Slater, the NRL player.
Yeah, Storm player.
Yeah, and they wanted 2 for 20.
That's half price, Ando.
And at that stage,
We don't
I was
discount
just
for celebrities. We price it up for celebs.
I was moving just towards the back end of the day, and I just thought, yeah, better get these ones off before, Spring Racing Carnival finishes and we can't sell them at all.
Were they on their way to watch Tim-O-Matic play?
I don't think they were.
But they could tell it was in the air.
Yeah, they could tell that was in the air. So
you sold them for half price?
Those two.
You got
those two
charmed by two good-looking, muscly men.
No.
That's what I'm
hearing. It was
hearing.
a stock run-out sale.
Chris Smith batted his eyelashes
Any
at
other
you.
ad, stock run-out sale. Others...
No, premium brand.
It was harder.
You never hear... Ferraris, half price, scratch and dent sale, end of financial year.
Yes.
No fleet buyers. Don't buy a fleet of Ferraris.
Well, it's tougher than you think, mate.
No, it's not.
Well...
Because I've sold hundreds online.
I've got a couple of examples here. I recorded a few of them. Tell you what, this was the surprise of the day.
Celebrities do get a lot of stuff for free, but this is why I wanted them to pay, because it'll mean more.
You wanted me to take down the big fish, Jennifer Hawkins.
Yep.
And she wasn't even there.
You couldn't find her.
Couldn't find her. So...
Check your radar, mate.
Well, I don't think she was there. So, unfortunately, I went to the next best thing. Nick Maxwell. He's the ex-captain for Collingwood Football Club in the AFL. He was actually an easier sale. Have a listen. Here with ex-Collingwood captain Nick Maxwell. Maxie, picture this. You've had a great day. You've won a lot of money. You'd want to walk away with a memento for the day, wouldn't you?
Well, cash is good enough.
Do I have... Yes, he said yes. Do I have an offer for you? Would you like to walk away with a limited edition autograph of one of Australia's greatest performers?
Who is it?
Tim-O-Matic.
Oh, yes, I would. I'd love one.
Yes! It's $20.
You got change?
Yeah, I got change. Yes! 50. Hamish has done the autograph.
Yeah.
But, you know this.
I know, I heard about it.
Oh, great! So actually, this is a legitimate...
Yeah, I do.
This is a legitimate sale.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I'll listen to the radio. I know. I got you.
Gee, Haim, you've actually got a legitimate sale. Well done. The only one of the day.
Always been one of my favourite players.
The only one of the day that I didn't have to lie to them by not.
Well, can I just say, Jack? I mean, is this just me, or did my head of sales sound a little tipsy? Maxie, big day of the races. What do you got? I got change.
Well,
I got change.
I did enjoy a beer as
You're on a business trip. Stop drinking. Keep your head on.
We have a problem though, Ham, boss. We have a problem because
This is not what I want to hear.
we don't have the full amount of money.
Who stiffed us?
Dr. Chris Brown.
You're joking. A doctor.
Have a listen to this. I'm here with Dr. Chris Brown. I know you're just here, I don't want to bother you, but I've got a product opportunity for you today. Pitch it to me. Okay, sure. How would you like to walk away with a genuine autograph from one of Australia's greatest performers today?
Are we talking big time here, like massive?
Tim-O-Matic. $20. If you want to buy this, Tim-O-Matic's autograph, $20.
I'll give you 30 for it right now.
Will you? Are you willing to give me 30 for it?
I'll give you 30 for it right now.
Really? Because I will take the money. I'll be honest with you.
I'll give you 30.
Yes! He never gave me 30.
Well, whoa. Let's rewind for a second. First of all, sounded like he laughed when you said Tim-O-Matic.
Yeah.
At that stage, a good salesman should have gone, all right, is he serious? And then he offered 50% more than the price.
I'll explain what happens straight after this, but I feel like we have to call
So did you take the autograph?
I'll explain after this.
This is not what I needed for a Monday morning. I got other stuff to do at my business. And on the weekend at the Melbourne Cup, Stakes Day, Tim-O-Matic was playing.
Yep.
Sent you along to get some celebrities.
Yes.
And I sent you along with 10 autographs
Yep.
to sell for $20 a piece, which is a hugely inflated price, but A, they're celebrities, and B, it's festival pricing.
I sold 10,
But not for the right price.
received the money for
For
9.
And the main culprit, a guy that sort of flaunted the system,
Yeah.
was Dr. Chris Brown at the end. He was sort of laughingly throwing cash at us.
Yeah.
Yelling,
He was genuine about it. Have a listen to this. Tim-O-Matic's autograph, $20.
I'll give you 30 for it right now.
Will you? Are you willing to give me 30 for it?
I'll give you 30 for it right now.
So then what happened, Ham? is
I'll give you 30 for it right now.
So I was sitting there talking to Dr. Chris Brown. I said, cool, man. Can you just grab me that 30? And he's like, what, right now?
And this is after you stopped recording?
Yeah. And I said, right. He said, right now. I said, yeah. And he goes, I don't have any cash on me. I said, mate, it's the races. Of course you do.
Yeah, give us your watch.
And he says...
No, you got to go loan shark on him.
He says to me, no, let me just get the cash for you. And I said, well, you can't have the autograph then. I'm not going to
Thank
do.
you.
I'm not going to do what Trav did.
Yep.
When
we sent a gold-coloured watch
for a fake.
Because we thought we were getting 3 dragon eggs from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
It was a huge duping.
Exactly.
And ever since then, we've sort of had an unwritten rule on the show. You're not allowed to dupe us.
Yeah. So I didn't want to do a Trav.
Yeah. Who would?
And so, but I said, look, if these are limited edition, it's only good for the racing carnival. Do you want me to hold on to it? Otherwise, I'll have to move it to someone else. He's like, no, hold on to it. I'll be back with 30.
This used to happen when I worked in electronics.
Yeah.
We'd say to them, look, you got to the end of the day, otherwise I'd take the hold sticker off. You should have lay-byed it.
Well, how?
Get his watch. Get some collateral, something.
Anyway, he never came back with the 30. I looked for him towards the end of the day, and by then, most of the other customers had left. So I couldn't actually...
He's cost us 30.
It's cost us $30.
So did you get the rest of the money?
No. So let's call him.
No, but I mean from the other 9, because
Yes.
we've been mucking around and talking about it, but I haven't actually seen the cash. Thank you very much. There it is.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
That is. I did gamble a little bit of it.
A little skinny, slightly light envelope.
I took out my fee.
There's no fee.
Yes,
You're just
it
my
is.
sales manager.
Well, sales managers don't get a salary?
Not in my company. Okay, call Dr. Chris Brown. I'll deal with you in a second, Lee. I'm going to deal with a customer that's ripped me off. Oh, this is tough running a business.
Exactly. Stay
With all my overheads.
Do you want to speak or do you want to speak?
Oh, don't worry.
Hello, Chris speaking.
Hey, Brown.
Yeah.
It's Blake.
Oh.
Yes. Oh. I think you know exactly what this is about. You got something that ain't yours, Brown. You got a dirty 30 burning a hole in your pocket that's meant to be in mine.
Tim-o-matic,
yeah.
Damn him.
He can't help
him and his
you.
autograph and
Listen,
my love of the man and
you
everything.
made a verbal commitment to buy a Tim-o-matic autograph for $30.
Yeah.
You then vanished.
I couldn't find you, Chris.
I'm here as the CEO of Tim-o-matic Agraph Incorporated / the Enforcer / the Sergeant at Arms to formally not threaten you, wink, into giving me the money.
I'm just going to look out the front of my house to make sure you're not there because I know this. No, you're not there. That's a relief.
Yeah, you do that. I'm out the back. I'm unscrewing your cat flap and I'm crawling through.
I woke up the next morning and it was a mixture of emotions because, first of all, there was regret over not exchanging the money, but there was immense sadness over the fact I didn't have a Tim-o-matic autograph in my possession because Andy snatched it back when I didn't produce the cash.
That's my sales manager.
Yeah.
Well, you can write this wrong. Just send us the cash and you'll get your autograph.
I will do that
That's great.
because
Smart
my
move.
life without Tim-o-matic is not a life at all.
Yeah,
So-
and you know I've done the autograph, don't you?
Yeah, I do know that. Is that a legal disclaimer? Are you just doing that so you don't get sued?
I was wondering whether you heard it or not. I said it. Yeah, great. Perfect. We have a verbal contract. Thank you, mate.
Thank you, Dr. Chris Brown.
Hey, one other question. Do you have a cat flap at your house?
I do.
How spooky that I guess that.
Not really. He's a vet.
You're a vet.
It would be spookier if you were in it.
Yes. Got a budgie hole? It's not a thing.
All sizes.
Thanks, Dr. Chris. The happy hour. Hamish and Andy.
Ando, just want to check that you've got no mice or rabbits on your body, on your person.
No.
Good, because I'm about to open the cage and let the truth eagle soar.
Wow.
Stand back! She's set to blow! Look out! Fire in the hole!
Hamish is blowing this wide open. Amazing.
He's done it again.
Oh, what a great guy. Should point out, obviously this is the segment where I blow something wide open, a half-truth, an injustice, a conspiracy, a cover-up, a head-scratcher, pile of trash.
Yeah, exactly.
Pile of garbage, pile of nonsense.
Yeah.
A fib, a white lie, a black lie, a green lie, blue lie.
What about if someone's just scraping a little bit off the top for themselves?
Skimming.
Yep.
Very against that.
Okay.
Very much against that.
Still, there's the rule that you can't blow one of us wide open, you or me.
I would love to blow you wide open for skimming some of the profits off the Tim-o-matic autographs from the weekend.
That's what I was going to
But
tell you.
unfortunately, you do have immunity under the rules I invented. Another thing I should point out, you might have heard me mention the Truth Eagle before. This is the animal that I fly around on. It has justice lasers for eyes, and it poops out truth dynamite.
Yep.
And that's what I used to blow something wide open. We should update the opener because the eagle's not featured in the opener.
That's a good point.
Quite often we start the segment by referencing this bird called the truth eagle.
Yeah.
I think for people that haven't heard the segment before, it would be a confusing thing to say if we then go into a whole montage about how I'm blowing something open. But Ando, I, as you know, investigate upwards of 1,000 leads a week.
Yep.
And so I can't close every case.
No way.
Because often it requires a phone call or a stakeout.
Barely you close any. In fact, last week we didn't do one.
Or I have to pull someone's file, or I have to call in a favour at the State Department.
Yep.
You know, you've all watched cop shows. I have to do
The
all
DA's yelling at you.
And if it's Angie Harmon from Law and Order, I got no problem with that.
Yeah.
She was season 1. But that's why, because I'm doing all this stuff, I don't mind if someone else sort of steps up on their truth sparrow, like a junior truth hunter, and they pitch forward a case.
Is there anything in between sparrow and eagle? Do they go straight from sparrow to eagle?
A kite.
A kite, okay. Yeah, sure.
Or a pelican, if you're really scooping up some facts.
You're doing a lot of study before blowing something.
Jack starts winding us up in this segment now, a minute in. Because he knows it's mostly padding. Here's the thing, though, Ando. This is one of those rare cases where I couldn't be there myself to prosecute.
Wow.
So it was brought forward to me by a deputy.
Sparrow.
I draw your attention to a product that it's a bit reminiscent of something we've had on the show many, many years ago. Do you remember when we were in America?
HT glasses.
We were fond of the HT glasses.
Yeah, I know the one.
Which were essentially just orange glasses, but they told you that you could see in high definition. Well, Detective Sergeant Philip White has brought to our attention something that looks a heck of a lot like the surplus HD glasses that never got sold, but they're now night vision glasses.
Eyes straining at night, struggling with glare from oncoming lights. Dawn and dusk are too dark for those shades, and the glaring light makes it difficult to see. You need visual clarity. Get it instantly with Night View NV, the glare reduction glasses that turn fuzzy and dull into clear and bright, even at night.
It's brighter, there's no glare. I can actually see at night.
Everything is defined, like high definition.
You can't see at night. Just to be clear, just so people know, and you can picture this in your head, they are aviator sunglasses with orange lenses. Exactly what we bought when we bought the high definition glasses, right?
Okay.
I question, from my understanding of science, how putting glasses on makes it brighter at night.
Yeah.
I would have thought that was a function of available light.
Yes.
Maybe the moon or street lights. You certainly need a light source,
Yes.
but, so in the ad, it's got sort of a very dark highway, and the orange glasses slip down in front of the camera, and it's like daylight at night. So everyone's like, these are terrific.
Wow. And they're not actual night vision goggles, are they? Like the military might use.
Nope. They don't. They're not battery powered. Like I said, they're just aviators with orange lenses.
Yes.
So, Jack, place one piece of dynamite on these just for their night vision claims.
Well, there you go.
But that's not the reason Philip White wrote in. That's just me tossing a piece of dynamite.
You are making up for last week. Is there 2 explosions this week?
On the ad, it shows him getting hit with a hammer. Philip had a go. No survivors. Apart from that, they do everything they say they will.
Happy hour.
Today's Fleet Week. If you've just tuned in, this week we will be going to the People's Island. It's your island too. Everyone that listens to the show, we do own this island. We're taking the first fleet. The island is located off the coast of Queensland. I think about 20 kilometres off the coast, which is about 19 nautical kilometres. No one really knows what a nautical kilometre is, including sailors, but we won't give up their secret. Let's just say it's 19 nautical k's off the coast. But Ando, the fleet's been picked. We finalised the fleet last week.
I think they also say nautical miles.
They do. That's why there's no nautical kilometres. It's about 1 billion nautical centimetres off the coast. It's a shame the fleet's been picked because 2 notable mentions. People are still, maybe they're not listening to every single show, and that's fine. People have got busy lives. You can't always be in the car at the same time. People are still sort of sending in their applications, even though this week will be there. And of course, we had to have picked our fleet. The only person, when we've picked our Enigma, we just don't know if they'll turn up on the day. But
Unsure,
that's the Enigma. Quick one here. This is from Kieran. He just said, look, I would have been great as a pirate watcher on your first fleet. I have beyond excellent eyesight, which I'm always wowing the staff at the Department of Transport with. And I think what he means is when he goes to do his eye test, so they make sure he's not flying. But the fact that he says I'm always wowing them does indicate the fact he goes down there on his days off to go, I'm not due for another 9 years with a license. Yeah. Watch this. P, G, X, F, blank. So, Kieran, would have been a great asset.
It would have been great to have someone with us, although the island's not that big.
No. And nor do we need... It's not too hard to get across to it.
No.
It's only about 200 metres across.
And I don't think...
The channel to it.
Yeah. So I don't think that, we necessarily need him keeping eyes out for us.
Then a young man called Too Mysterious for You has written in.
He wants the Enigma job.
He wants the Enigma job. Again, guys, we've picked our Enigma.
Yeah.
He's a guy, I can't remember his name, but I know he's got a purple shirt on and a Cobra and he's got a pet snake called 13. So you're not going to beat that.
No.
Even if you dress up in a trench coat and you put a white sack over your head with a big question mark on it like this guy has. And he just said, I just wanted to let you know that as a kid, probably my biggest problem growing up was being a very big enigma. He's trying to give us a bit of backstory to his life. He said, all the teachers would often say, we don't know if this kid's smart or not. He never talks and he just stays in the shadows. Wow. And then he's listed...
If he submitted a report card that actually said that from teachers...
That'd be awesome. Because it means he'd spent a year doing it. Then his location he's listed on his form is possibly Spain, maybe Russia.
Wow. Would we leave the option open to him to make his own way there as well? If he makes it, he can... He can go.
If he can get to Rockhampton and stay only in the shadows...
We can't say that because we can't give it out.
No, he's in Russia. It doesn't matter.
Straight after this, though, Ham, we do have 2 magicians coming as part of the First Fleet. This is our chance to go back and colonise the island.
That's why there's no room for this guy.
We are worried, Ham, that 2 is too many.
You're worried that 2 is too many. I think 2 is the perfect amount.
And so we need to talk to them about maybe getting a hierarchy involved for the magicians.
Magicians don't like this, Andy. I heed these words. Yeah. Do not pit magicians against each other. Yeah. Case in point, Harry Potter. Yeah. Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, the Prestige.
Yeah. I mean, Star Wars, sort of. Was a sort of a magic show.
Anyway, we're going to do that. Happy hour. Hamish and Andy with you. Brings a big smile to my face every time I hear that music, Ham, because...
this is it.
It is. I mean, this week we are going back up to Rockhampton, where we will launch our First Fleet from, be at the People's Island by Friday, an island we purchased many years ago. And to be honest, we've taken about...
Many months. But I do appreciate the romance in many years ago.
Well, we've taken about the same amount of time as England took to coordinate a First Fleet. It hasn't been a quick process.
No, not at all. Yeah. You could have sent a walking party back and almost made it to the island by now. But we wanted to bide our time, Andy, because we needed to get together the right members of our First Fleet. Yes. We set out to get a cross-section of society, and I feel like everyone in society is represented. You got your psychologists, you got your cheerleaders, your face painters.
You got your magicians.
So you got 4 of the 7 available careers to humans. So that's pretty good.
Hey,
including convict and cow.
I feel like you overdid the magician side of things. It started out with Jason, who also doubles as a bagpiper. He joins us now.
A magical piper.
How are you, Jason?
G'day, really good. Yourself?
Yeah, we're great, Jace. Can't wait.
Yeah, no, looking forward to it.
Jason, also joining us is a second magician. Hamish did get a second magician on board. His name's Lachlan. Welcome, Lachlan.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
How are you, Magical Lockie? Now, the thing is, it felt like 1 magician wasn't enough. 2 might be too many, but you can't take 1.5. So it's better to be safe than sorry. Guys, I want to make this clear from the outset. I am very, very happy to just have 2 magicians who, in their right mind and their professional journey, are brilliant magicians. So you probably have different... One of you guys might do close-up, another guy might do rope stuff, whatever. You've all got your tricks, and I just think you're fine to be on an equal footing.
I don't. I feel like, guys, we only have time when we're out there, but it's a short journey. We only have time for 1 magic show on the island. You know,
again,
with other stuff
not my
to do,
wishes.
Including hanging out in Lovers Cove.
Visiting the DJ Habana Brown tree.
So, it's only fair, though, that you both get to put your best wand forward. And so...
You don't have to listen to this, guys.
I
never have too much magic.
Well, you can. I was wondering if you guys would be up for it. On Thursday's show, we'll be in Rockhampton. We'll be at the pub as we're getting our final people together before we set sail. I'd love a magic off. I'd like your best trick, one from each of you, and then maybe I can decide who will be the lead magician for a magic show on the island.
Guys, I keep trying to tell Andy there's no such position as lead magician. You're either a magician or you're not.
No, I feel like... Then, just for instance, if there's an emergency, right, and someone, say there's a fire, someone needs to put it out, I'd go to the second magician before going to the first.
Because he's expendable.
He's just more expendable.
Oh, so that everyone's expendable.
Well, everyone is expendable. I mean, there has to be some order at some point. Probably the cow goes first.
No, everyone is not expendable. That's what makes the Expendables an exciting film, because these guys are past their use by date.
But if we're
everyone's
in danger,
expendable, what sort of words is this from the captain?
If we're in danger, you got to work out who to send people into the danger first.
The motto is not everyone's expendable. All right, we're going to deal with your attitude towards expendability at a later date, because right now the least I can do is set the ground rules for this magic show. Guys, just to be clear, you're both obviously still coming to the island. Andy just wants to strip performance rights from one of you when we get there, because we're sort of thinking when the First Fleet lands, a nice moment would be the first magic show of the colony. Yeah. And Ando's just thinks there's only room for one magician in that show. So I suppose, James, if you get stripped of your performance rights, you just become the bagpiper on the First Fleet.
Yeah, Jason. Yeah.
Sorry, Jason.
Yeah.
And then
Lachlan, I mean...
You just get demoted to civilian.
Yes.
Yeah, I can juggle poorly.
Okay, you can become the juggler.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Except I can juggle, so then you'll have to fight me to see who the fleet's juggler is.
Is it fair to say, if you guys got a like your best trick each?
Oh, yeah, I've got a good routine put together. I've spent the last few weeks.
I don't want a routine. I mean, what I want is just one trick.
One trick.
One trick at the pub, one trick each, and then I'll decide, and then that person will win the rights to perform on the island.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Don't see why not.
Yes, good.
Okay,
good.
What happens if we end up using the same trick?
To be honest, if you both do the same trick, that'll be much easier for me to guess. One will do it better. Exactly. It's like, that makes it a 100-metre sprint. Whoever gets there first wins. Yeah, that's very easy. It might be more difficult if they do a different one.
Yeah, true, Ando. True. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll leave it up to you guys. I mean, the suspense is building certainly on the audience side of things for everyone that's going to be listening to the show on Thursday.
Yeah.
I don't think a magic show, which is usually relies on the optical illusion for the excitement factor, I don't think one's ever been done on radio. You'd say for good reason.
Yes.
But you never know how exciting magic might sound on radio.
We'll see you at the pub, fellas.
Sounds good.
See you guys.
Lovely. Thank you, guys.
The happy hour. Before we go...
What do you got?
On the weekend, I got called the worst thing someone can call you. The worst word. I know you know the word? And I got,
the N-word?
No. The N-word's bad if you're using that in the right circumstances.
I'm just thinking of
the wrong one.
I'm just thinking of the worst thing.
What's the worst swear word? Yes, don't say it, but you know the one I'm talking about.
I don't know any swear words, Ando.
Yes, starts with
father.
Starts with a C.
Oh yes, clown.
I got the F word was placed in front of
fancy
that.
clown.
Called a fancy clown.
Oh no.
Okay.
How humiliating.
And I need to tell you this because you're implicated.
Oh no. Because it was my mum.
So what happened was, it was late night on Saturday. It was kind of 11:30 at night on Saturday.
I know exactly where this is going.
What?
You're prowling around in some girl's garden.
No.
The dad's come out, called you a fancy clown, and then gone, I knew I should have listened to that, Hamish.
No.
He warned me about prowlers.
No, you got called a fancy clown as well.
I wouldn't have been called a fancy clown.
You have.
Let them meet me and I'll charm them.
Okay. What happened was, a friend of mine was coming to pick me up in a cab. She was already in a cab. Yeah. Right? It was outside the front of a pub, which was closing soon. So there's a lot of people post-races that were very keen to get a cab.
Sure.
My friend called and said, I think I can see you. Stop there. You'll see me pulling up across the road.
Yep.
It's like, great. She put up in the cab, and this lady goes, I've got one! Susan, I've got one!
Oh, no.
So she's run to the cab.
Susan, she hasn't got
one. She hasn't got one. And in a situation where cabs are very scarce, and she's very keen to get a cab, she goes, Susan, hurry up, I've got one!
Also worry, because how old is this lady?
Susan,
Both ladies. I mean,
I'd say about 33.
And sorry, it doesn't matter. It's a moot point
Yeah.
because anyone in heels at that time of the night is exhausted.
Yes.
Right? Even from just walking. The explosive burst to run across a road in heels.
Yeah.
You cannot say to someone, you've done that for nothing, you have to turn around and go. There's no way you can negotiate with it, even if you go, that's my friend in the cab.
So Susan and other friend, they are on the other side where the cab pulled up. So they're running at it from the footpath.
Yeah.
I cross the road and get in the cab in the back side, in the back of the cab from the roadside.
Yep.
She's like, "This is our cab. Get out."
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I went,
"It's actually not for sale, private party."
I said to her, no, I think there's a misunderstanding. It's already arrived. See, my friend's in here. And she's like, "So you're just going to play the card that because you're known?" I was like, no, it's not that. I think there's a bit of a problem.
I'm known to the passenger.
She goes, "Guess-"
and that's why I'm allowed to get in with her.
And she says, "Well, you're just a fancy clown." And I went, "Oh."
There's no Susan. Kiss Susan on the cheek lightly when you greet her hello with that mouth, do you?
And I was fine with that until she goes, "And I bet Hamish is a fancy clown as well."
If you were this lady, call now. We're finishing the show.
Yes.
We will have a nice chat, and I will prove to you. I'll list 5 things from my past that highlight the fact I'm not a fancy clown.
Don't worry about it. She's a bit of a fancy clown herself.
Let's not get down to her level. Feel free. I'm going to hang around the studio for 5 minutes. I'll take your calls.
That's all we've got time for this afternoon. HamishAndy.com for anything you may have missed. Island Week. We will be at the pub on Wednesday.
Fleet Week, baby.
And Thursday as well before returning to our island. We'll catch you tomorrow, everyone.
Have a great one.
Thanks for listening to the Hamish and Andy podcast. To contribute to the show, head to hamishandandy.com/topics.